All right, Pisces, so you have the River Queen, flow, letting go, and natural movement, but this did show up as a challenge for you. But then you have higher power. Now, higher power is about being conscious of your connection to the higher source. So if you're looking at the River Queen as a challenge, this is basically saying that if you feel like you're being swept up in things right now, don't fight against it. There's no reason to fear. Just kind of go with it. Even if things are happening rapidly for you, higher power is saying give it up to a higher power. You're going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. And that, I think, is probably the most important message here. But you're not out of control. Things are not out of control. You're just being swept up in something right now. But it's not bad, though. And then from Moonology, you pulled the new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. It says make time to have fun. It's time for you to show the world what you've got. Shine your light. Have some pride. Spoil yourself. You've earned it. And then it also says that you've turned somebody's head. Hey. But I like this in terms of you feeling like things are just, pushing you along, or you're being swept away with things right now and you don't really have a lot of control. That's fine. Just make sure that you are confident, right? And have fun. All right, Pisces. Here's your overall, the Three of Wands. So not bad. Now, for some of you, you may be waiting for something to come to you before you take any further action. But I also look at the Three of Wands as like expanding yourself. So it may be a networking type of thing. But, we'll see here, because I look at this one and it reminds me of like that side from the vice versa tarot of the Three of Wands, where we're talking about somebody who's needing to hold themselves back from taking action because there's something that you may need to see first, or you have to wait for something to kind of come in, but we'll see here. I always say, though, when it comes to this, you should already know what to expect because you set these things into motion. Now, in the past, the Three of Pentacles, and again, right, like networking, working with other people. So with the Three of Pentacles here, it could be that you're showing off a new skill, a new talent, right? The financial aspect is really good. It could be recognition for work. It could be you working with other people here, but wanting to continue that and like push it out even further, I think, with the Three of Wands. Oh, wow. All right. So, geez, man. Death. That makes me wonder if maybe a situation wasn't working out in the past. Like you tried putting in your part here, so to speak. But, I always question on whether or not, if you're working with other people, if they're doing their part. When you're looking at death in the present moment, we're talking about something that's definitely coming to an end, but things changing. This may be a situation that you're not going to be able to go back to, or at least not being able to go back to how things were, right? If we're trying to work on a situation, we don't want it to go the same way that it did before. But that's big, man. Big. Okay, future conditions, the Queen of Pentacles. And that's good. And it may be that some of your work partnerships may be coming to an end. You may be changing the people that you're working with or people that you're getting involved with. With the Queen of Pentacles being in future conditions, absolutely, we could be talking about a person that you're dealing with, male or female, earth sign. You know how that goes. But I also look at that and think that maybe some of you are, taking control of a project where the people that you were once working with didn't work out, and now it's, I need to reach out to a different group of people, which is possible here. That, or you have decided to change things in such a way that, the same people that you've had involved are not going to be able to give what you need this time. But I still look at the Queen of Pentacles as a good thing, right? Being grounded, for sure. But there's a strong sense of independence with her. But I think that if this does have to do with something that you're starting here and wanting to like create a business out of, I think it's your baby. That's kind of how I feel about it. That's my baby, right? I don't know that I want to have certain people involved, but something's changing though, for sure, with death. Yeah, okay, your best path to follow, the Five of Wands, and this is what I'm talking about with people. Now, if we're talking about like competition in terms of, work or a business that you're trying to get started, the Five of Wands being your best path to follow, I would say that, don't worry about that, right? You're going to attract the right people to you with the Three of Wands. And even if you are taking control of a project here and you're cutting people out and they're not happy with it, that's fine, because like I said, it's like, it's my baby. This is my project, and I'm going to put that out there, and I'm going to attract the right people to it, even if it's, just, getting business in, so to speak, but not getting caught up in any pettiness. If we can't come to a solution with certain people, they're going to have to accept that their part in it is over. But I don't feel anything bad about this at all. If you're looking at starting a business, I think that you probably will be better off, promoting it on your own, if that makes sense. And again, as far as competition, right, like, don't worry about that. In your environment, the Hierophant, okay, in right, like, commitments and definitely contracts may come up with that. But something changing or being over with, or you ending a commitment and deciding to kind of like do things on your own. Yeah, and that's big though. This is a big move that a lot of you may be making in terms of a project or your career. But I don't, like I said, I don't feel anything bad about it. I think that for some of you, you just know that this is something that you're going to have to do. It may create some conflict with certain people who may have been invested in this with the Three of Pentacles, but I still see you being okay here. Yeah. Your hopes and your fears, the Nine of Pentacles, right? In taking ownership here, and again, independence and doing things on your own, but hoping that this project or this business is going to put you in a place of really good financial independence. But again, I get the big feeling of, I need to take care of this on my own. I need to do this on my own. Because it's your baby, And it's funny because I talk about that when it comes to, getting new tarot decks. I think it's so important to look at the creator's perspective, because that's their baby you're holding in your hands, right? And then coming out, you have the Chariot, hey, right? And travel between the two of them, and you possibly like networking somewhere at a distance here, or getting things back on track, or momentum that may be picking up with a project here where things may have changed in a really big way. But like I said, you may be dealing with people that don't agree with that, but you still look really good coming out on this. And then the Two of Pentacles. All right, so, and I think that before you get to this place of financial independence, I think what the Two of Pentacles is saying is that you're going to have a lot that you're going to have to deal with, but you're going to have to manage things the best that you can. But with her being there, I think that you're fine. And even if you are talking about another person here, I do think that they have an ability to kind of like take over a little bit of control and get things moving in the right direction. And it may be that, you need to give them a little bit of responsibility here, because they may be able to manage some things, that could give you a break. But what I like about this, especially for those of you who are looking at career, because I don't think that this has anything to do with love right now. I think that this has to do with a project, a baby of yours, a business that you're wanting to start, something that you're wanting to create and you're wanting to put out there. I think that the Three of Wands is you, putting something out and kind of like waiting to see how things are going to come back. When you look at the Chariot, yeah, it's going good and it's going quick, which is great. But before I lose track of thought here, the Seven of Pentacles, you have to forgive me, I'm getting old. The Seven of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles, this is where, we initially see the start of this project. But when you're looking at all the hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that you put into it, right? If it's not, producing the results that you want, then where are things ending and changing in a really big way when it comes to commitments, right? And then you have the Knight of Wands. And again, your baby, your passion, right? But wanting to go ahead and move forward with making really big changes here, possibly making different commitments or ending certain commitments or contracts, especially if in the hands of someone else, they weren't able to move it along because the Seven of Pentacles would suggest that, if, for a lot of you with death following it, that you're not happy with the results. You believe that there is a different way to continue the growth, but it needs to change hands, so to speak. And that could be you doing it independently, or there could be somebody else, like I said, that may be coming through to kind of help you manage what's going on. That, or you're fully responsible here for managing all of these different things and getting things going with the Chariot. But I don't know, because I look at the Three of Wands as the overall, and I think that, besides seeing a return, I think that you may be like networking and reaching out to other people. So there may be someone in particular that may be helping you here. But this is, I need to keep things going. But the thing is when you look at the Two of Pentacles, yeah, sometimes we don't want to be in the juggling act. Other times it's saying, don't worry, you have the flexibility to keep this going for now. But we need to manage things. You need to manage the investment, the time that's spent. But with the Chariot, you may need to go out of your way, though, to get things going or pick up the momentum. But I still see it as a really good thing. I mean, even if you're having to travel to meet an investor, if that makes sense. But it's not bad, Pisces. I think that if you're doing something or on the creative end or wanting to get a business started, now is really a good time to look at, the changes that need to be made, things like that. And then Truth. Very nice. Very nice. Create. I always say that it is your responsibility in what you create in your life, right? You have the ability to create whatever you want, but whatever. All right, Pisces, I told you. Things being an asshole. But anyway, whatever it is that you're creating is going to bring about some celebration here. And it's good. It is so good. And truth, I almost look at that as it's not about a truth that needs to be known or a truth that needs to be spoken, but the truth about what you have created is going to be put out there. So everybody that is coming to what you're creating is going to be like, oh yeah, I heard this and I heard that, right? About this business, and that truth is like being spread out there. That's kind of how I see that. Right? But a truth that I think for you is that you did the right thing in terms of, what you are creating and what you're changing here. It's good. It's good. It's very rare for me to get, a lot of work situations or like people who are looking to create their own business. So I really like this, Pisces. So for those of you who are looking at that right now, it's a good time. It's a really good time. And celebrating it. Hell yeah. Everybody, I swear to God, everybody is getting this right now. And then I want to take this one. And then love makes a difference. Okay, so first of all, the heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. And love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts, provide a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. And again, your BB, right? Getting down to the heart of the matter. And the heart of the matter here is that love can make the difference on anything, especially in terms of relationships. But what is the heart of the matter here, right? What is going on? But I don't feel anything bad about it at all. But it could be for those of you who are having difficulty in relationships, if this is separate from this. It's saying that if we understand what's really going on, then we can heal. You can heal whatever hurt is going on. But I'm telling you, Pisces, for those of you who are in business right now or are looking to create a business, you go get it. Because I'm telling you, it looks really good.